Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I was kind of blindsided by this morning. I don't even know if we should be really speculating on this right now because there is no official report. All that's happened, TMC leaked the video of Alvin Kamara. We know that he is going to court soon for this. They pushed it back to November. A lot of people thought he was going to be suspended coming into the season. And of course, his lawyers did the best of their ability to push it back further and further and further. And I think the video coming out does play a role in the suspension, at least the potential suspension for Alvin Kamara. So we're going to talk about what a New Orleans Saints team would look like, maybe some buy low guys if this were to happen. But like I said, I'm not going to be showing the video. I'm not going to be going through and trying to be TMZ here. No, this is just fantasy football. Don't even know how much we should be talking about this right now. And we have some people in the chat asking us what happened. Essentially, Alvin Kamara is being charged for assault. I may be mistaken with the exact phrase of what we were supposed to be saying. Essentially, the video is Alvin Kamara. I'm not going to get into it. Alvin Kamara may be suspended. You can look it up yourself. Alvin Kamara has court case. And if Kamara were to be suspended, it does matter this week on if we are going to be playing a Monday night, because I thought that Alvin Kamara was going to be a safe guy to jam in. It would be a much easier decision to start Alvin Kamara this week if Alvin Kamara were to play on Sunday morning. If you knew for a guaranteed fact that Alvin Kamara was going to be good to go, for what it means, Underdog still has his player prop up this week. I'm assuming that Alvin Kamara is going to be playing this week. It would be definitely a quick 180 if they were going through and doing nothing with this Alvin Kamara situation to all of a sudden a blurry video of Alvin Kamara punching a dude comes out, and then all of a sudden they suspend him on Monday. But real quick, y'all know, of course, let me get this announcement out just because I know there was some confusion. So if you signed up for Underdog in the past and used promo code FLOG, you already got your 100% deposit match, right? That's second when you sign up. But if you signed up before Friday, you have the Derrick Henry half a total yard available to you in your app free right now. Go take advantage. And then with the Alvin Kamara one, they have to run this manually in the back end for everybody who signs up for Underdog with promo code FLOG, because these free bets are only for people who use promo code FLOG. If you signed up this weekend for Underdog Fantasy, the free bet was supposed to be Alvin Kamara for you on Monday night. That was going to run on Monday. You're still going to get a free bet regardless if Alvin Kamara does not play. We are going to change this free bet instead to Andy Dalton or Chris Olave. So it's not too late. You can still sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Check out all these player props on the side. When you sign up with the link in the live chat, link in the description, link in the comment section, and use promo code FLOG, they're going to match your first deposit dollar for dollar up to 100, and you're going to get a free New Orleans Saints bet on Monday night. It was supposed to be Kamara. Maybe this needs to be changed. Of course, you will see that there on Monday. But going through and looking at what we may potentially have with the running back situation is going to be interesting in New Orleans, because obviously this was a running back by committee between Mark Ingram and Latavius Murray at the beginning portion of the season. I was telling people, you know what, even in your best ball leagues, don't waste a pick with Mark Ingram. I don't really see what the true upside is. This is a running back that doesn't catch the ball. Obviously, Kamara is an elite level option where we're never going to be playing Mark Ingram if Alvin Kamara is good to go regardless. But what is somewhat intriguing here is now you have no Latavius Murray. Now Latavius Murray's in Denver. So if we pull up this Saints depth chart here at the running back position, it's essentially going to be Mark Ingram, who I'm pretty sure is banged up. Like Mark Ingram right now is doubtful for Monday. You have Mark Ingram and Dwayne Washington as the only running backs on this New Orleans Saints depth chart outside of Alvin Kamara. Obviously, we're past the trade deadline. It would be way too late for them to actually make a play for another running back here. I would still say Mark Ingram's the guy that you have to have rostered, even if he currently is injured, because when Mark Ingram does come back and is 100%, I think Mark Ingram could actually be a weekly play for you, especially if you're playing in a non-PPR format, if Kamara were to be missing, specifically because you have Latavius Murray now in Denver. I mean, that matters so damn much here. So damn much. Now, if we are going over and looking at what this means for the other players in New Orleans, I mean, there are some pretty big impacts when it comes to receiver, when it comes to tight end specifically, because obviously Alvin Kamara was a unique running back, is a unique running back with the percentage of his team's target share that he is able to command. Alvin Kamara is able to come out here and he is able to average, 20% of his team's targets we've seen in years past. Alvin Kamara is one of the most effective pass catching running backs in the NFL. And this is like a double whammy here where you get Michael Thomas ruled out for the season and then potentially an Alvin Kamara suspension coming. Like I said, it's way too early for me to know. It's way too early for me to know if this is for sure going to happen. But we're just playing the what if game here. If Alvin Kamara were to be suspended, here's the game log that we have had so far with Kamara in terms of his targets. Alvin Kamara's targets, 10, 9, 9, 6, 7, 4. Past 3 weeks, he's averaged essentially 10 targets a game. You remove that and Michael Thomas, Chris Olave is going to have to do everything for this offense. Chris Olave is going to have to put the New Orleans Saints on his back. I think Olave is probably going to get a bump up. Of course, this is going to be a much worse offense if Alvin Kamara is not playing, but Olave is just going to be flooded with targets. I think people are going to know that. And at the same time, one thing that I want to see is Jarvis Landry getting picked up off the waiver wire. I was not telling too many people to go and pick up Jarvis off the waiver wire once we had the news of Michael Thomas. I was like, Michael Thomas leaving obviously does have a positive impact on the target share for Jarvis Landry. But really, what's the ceiling play with Landry here? He's going to be the third, fourth option in this. You have Taysom, you have Kamara, you have Olave. But now if you remove Kamara as well, where Kamara does see those targets close to the line of scrimmage where Jarvis Landry operates, Jarvis Landry in a full PPR format coming back from injury may actually be someone that is viable going forward. Of course, you're not playing him outside of an Alvin Kamara suspension, but we're just talking about players that you should go through and pick up off the waiver wire here. Now, one thing that I have to take a massive L on is our stance on Taysom Hill, where, pretty much over the past month, I've been saying over and over again, okay, yeah, Taysom Hill's looked great. Yeah, you love the role that Taysom Hill has, but sell Taysom Hill because he's been in the best situation he's going to be in all year, where we had no Thomas, when we had no Jameis, when we had no Jarvis. Well, now Jameis gets benched. Good for Taysom. Michael Thomas out for the season. Good for Taysom. They have to use him more and more. And now if you remove Alvin Kamara as well, this offense is going to heavily lean on Taysom Hill here. Where what I was saying to go through and sell Taysom, if Kamara were to be suspended, obviously the Thomas situation's already positively impacted him. You may be able to project Taysom Hill, which is how they're going to have to use him in this offense, as a borderline top 5 tight end rest of season. They're going to have to use him. So I'm sorry if I told you previously to sell Taysom Hill. The situation has completely changed. I think if anything, I don't know if Alvin Kamara is going to get suspended. But if your best judgment tells you that Kamara is going to get suspended, like I said, I'm just an idiot with the microphone. I have no idea what's going to happen. I just know that usually when there's an actual video, it's harder for the NFL to sweep something under the rug. If you think Kamara is getting suspended, I would go through and everybody's going to go rush to pick up Mark Ingram, Dwayne Washington off the waiver wire. Obviously, I would maybe go for some sneaky options as well and maybe try to buy low on Taysom Hill after I've been telling you to sell him high for the past month. Maybe you go pick up Jarvis Landry off the waiver wire as well, because Kamara losing 10 targets a game. We know Mark Ingram's not getting 10 targets a game. That should play a role in what you see with the target share for these receivers. And now in terms of trading away Alvin Kamara, I know we have some people asking this in the live chat. The thing is, I don't think you can trade away Alvin Kamara. There's not going to be a single person in your league that doesn't know this. I think if you were to sell Alvin Kamara, you're going to be selling him at a massive, massive discount. I think it's going to be up to your best judgment. I'm just an idiot with the microphone. As I said, I think you need to ask yourself and really evaluate if you think Kamara is going to get suspended based on this video. But I think that should be it. Of course, thank you so much for everybody checking out the video. I will be live if we have some official news with Alvin Kamara here. I wanted to give a slight update, essentially just tell you, go pick up Mark Ingram, go pick up Jarvis. Don't trade away Taysom Hill like I was previously saying. And of course, if you've already signed up for Underdog Fantasy and you did before Friday, before the deadline to get the Derrick Henry player prop, right that second when you signed up, you should have had your first deposit matched dollar for dollar up to 100 with promo code FLOCK. But at the same time, and now you have the Derrick Henry line active in your app. Just open it up. Go take that Derrick Henry free bet we got you for signing up with promo code FLOCK. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if you have not done so yet, don't worry, it is not too late. You can still go to the link in the live chat, still go to the link in the comment section, still go to the link in the description. Sign up for Underdog, use promo code FLOCK. They'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar up to 200. Check out all these cool player props. And on Monday, you'll be getting a free bet. We thought it was going to be Alvin Kamara at half a total yard. Maybe we have to call an audible here. Maybe we have to swap it over to Andy Dalton. Maybe we have to swap it over to Chris Olave. Regardless who it is, I will make sure we get you that free bet on Monday. But thank you again. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great day. Obviously not the most exciting news here. I don't know what's going to happen. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the comment section. But thank you again. Hope you have a great day and hope we get to see you in the live stream tonight.